Hey everybody, better late than never, right? I hope this angle isn't weird because now I'm looking. I don't like it. I'm about to move things. Hold on. Yeah, that's what made me late, by the way. I'm trying to set up at the last minute. I hope that you all were able to catch the live breath work that I did in my private Facebook group. It was a reset from the previous week, which I felt was needed. Like we needed a reset. Um, I am Amina Hextall Suma. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm an intuitive guide. I am the creator of Soul Transforming Energy and Movement, as I am also a professional African dancer. Actually, just a professional dancer since I was 3 years old. Been performing at Lincoln Center, so I can claim that. Sometimes we got to toot our own horns. So before I jump into the session, really quickly, I just wanted to give any channel messages that come through. Also, I want to remind you, if you want a personal reading at the end of this session, please send a $10 donation via Cash App to Ancestor Dancer, spelt exactly how you spell that, Ancestor Dancer. Or you can use Venmo at Amina Fem Healing, AMINAFEM Healing, HEALING. Hey, Melon. Hey, Lay. All righty. You can also use paypal.me/AminaOlu. That's my name with OLU at the end. Otherwise, and if you do a donation, when I'm asking at the end of the session, you put VIP in the comments and I will pull your cards. Of course, if I don't get a notification that the donation was sent, you're not going to fool me by putting VIP in the comment. So with that out of the way, during the breathing session, I was feeling more like focusing on disappointments and how we project what we expect to happen on people, places, and things. And we need to focus more on the things that we can control, which is our behavior, our response to things. And I think with this session right here, we're moving into an energy of empowerment, control over your life, control over your destiny and your fate, resting in God to guide you, but also being an active co-creator. Like if God has the wheel, we're saying which way to go. You know what I'm saying? And if God is like, that way ain't too good, we're letting go and letting God. Okay, not that way. All right. Not trying to force something to go the way we want it to go. And so I think that is the overall message for this week, is to flow. Don't try to force anything. And don't put your expectations on other people and and places and things to show up in the way that you want them to, or you expect them to. Okay. That's how you avoid disappointment. That was the lesson I learned last week. So this week, we're going to be in control of how we feel. We're going to be more in control, not really how we feel. That was wrong. We're going to be more in control of how we express how we feel. And we're also going to try more, well, we're being asked and guided to try more focusing on attracting, being in alignment with what you want rather than trying to go after it. You know what I'm saying? That's the key for this week, I feel. So let's take some breaths. In case you In case you missed the breath work, we're going to take 4 deep grounding breaths and just breathe for a hot second so we can open up to the energy, the new energy of this week. Okay. So close your eyes. In fact, nope, don't close your eyes. Before you do that, we can do hand mudras. So you can use a mudra during this session. I'm sorry, I keep looking up because I felt like I looked choppy. So I hope I'm not breaking up. Okay. So let's see. So think about number 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to give each of you your own mudra to use during this breath work. And Spirit said, there it is. Wow. 1, 2, 3. So think of number 1, 2, 3, or 4. 4 jumped out. Okay. I am still in the energy of connecting to the elements. So I'm still using hand mudras that activate and awaken the 5 elements within us, only because I feel like with the change of the seasons, it's important to be connected to earth, wind, fire, and water for balance. So think of a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you were drawn to the number 1, you have the Kapota Mudra for peace. Okay. Those that were drawn to the Kapota Mudra, this assists you with inner peace, connection, and acceptance. It directs your, oh, I thought the thing was moving. Sorry. It directs your breath and awareness to the upper chest and thymus, supporting the immune system, and it cultivates a sense of inner peace and self-healing. And it activates the element of air within you. So I like to associate those to your chakras. If you were drawn to this card and you have the element of air, that has a lot to do with your throat chakra and your mental. So you might find that you need to get more in alignment with inner peace in the mind. Maybe your mind is all over the place. You might also find that the words you say, you need to express yourself from an energy that comes from a peaceful space. So that is why you were drawn to this, to the number 1. And this is an easy mudra. You just bring the palms of the hands together and you're pretty much bending it. It's like a little diamond shaped prayer hand. And I'll say, do it gently. Don't press. Okay. Gently. Hold on. Excuse me. Oh, I thought somebody was coming in because this thing behind me has wheels. So I thought someone was moving it, but I could be wrong. Okay. Because I got kids here. So I don't know if they're acting up or what. All right. So you're placing that position in front of your heart, but slightly away from it. And your focus is, I embrace the peace that is always within me. I embrace the peace that is always within me. Okay. That's my ones. Didn't want to stay on this so long. If you were drawn to the number 2, you have the Ishvara Mudra for inner sense. All righty. So this assists you with clarity, activating your senses, and inner peace. What is that? Everybody's frazzled from last week. We all need to activate some kind of calm. All right. So it benefits your sensory, or it reduces sensory overload. So this is a good position for if you could get a child who has sensory issues or autism to do this position. It would really help them. It also aids in assimilation. It aids assimilation of life experiences. It assists abdominal breathing. It calms the nervous system and supports the urinary and eliminatory systems. And the element is water. So I feel like this is connected to the heart chakra more so. This is where I'm connecting the energy of water. All right. So you bring the hands together and interlace the fingers on the outside with palms touching. Extend the pinky and the index fingers straight out with the pads of the 2 fingers touching. Rest the forearms onto the belly with the fingers pointing outward. Okay. Relax the shoulders down. And your focus is inner sensing guides me to greater understanding. Inner sensing guides me to greater understanding. Now, these are the things you could be saying in your mind and focusing on as you're holding your hand mudra during this quick breath work, because I'm not doing it as long as I did it in the Facebook group. Hi, Miss Hextall. We also have, if you were drawn to the number 3, energize, the prana mudra. So 1 and 2, y'all needed some inner peace and calm. My 3s, you need some energy. So this hand mudra actually assists you with vitality, uplift, and energizes you. It directs energy and awareness to the heart. It benefits the cardiorespiratory system. and the thyme. And the cardiorespiratory system. It awakens a fuller breath and more circulation in the lungs, chest, and thymus. It energizes the body and focuses the mind, and the element is air. So this time with air, I was feeling more in the crown area. So you guys may want to focus more on your third eye or your crown, opening up your intuition or opening up your connection to source, or both. All right. So this hand mudra with your palms facing upward, allow the thumbs to touch the tips of the pinky and the ring fingers. Extend the middle and index fingers. Ooh, this is not easy for me. Into a V. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry, wrong fingers. The thumbs touch the tips of the pinky and the ring finger. I left that out. That's why it's only two fingers. Okay, because I was like, how are they talking about a V? Rest the backs of the hands on tops of the thighs or extend the arms outward at a shoulder height. I doubt that I would be able to last like this very long, but yeah, you could do that if you want. Palms facing forward, this way for even greater energy. Woo! So if you really need an energy boost, this is your position. Otherwise, this is just fine. All right. And you relax your shoulders and lengthen the spine. And your focus is, I offer my energy and optimism as a gift to others. I offer my energy and optimism as a gift to others. All right. And if you were drawn to 4, like myself, of course, it's a mudra I can't pronounce well. This is the Vikmukam, the Vimukam mudra for deepening. Okay. And this mudra assists you with relaxation, support, and restoration. Boy, I still need to relax more. All right. The benefits are it facilitates deep relaxation. It supports eliminatory, urinary, and reproductive systems. It slows and directs breath into the pelvis. It's very helpful for insomnia and helps to improve memory. Yeah. And it vibrates to the element of earth. Okay. So this gives me strong root chakra at the base of your spine and your pelvic area. The chakra that makes you feel supported. That is your abundance channel for abundance. Because if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel rooted, then it's hard for you to manifest. Okay. If you're in fear, that's also that chakra that keeps you out of the state of fear and lack. Okay. So you just raise the palms in front of the belly, facing the midline, and connect the tips of the ring and pinky fingers. You open the middle index fingers and thumbs wide. Rest the hands in front of the belly, wrist on thighs. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Now, there is a caution for this mudra. If you have low blood pressure, do not do this mudra because it will lower your blood pressure. Okay. If you have high blood pressure, this is a helpful mudra. Okay. So your focus is with deep awareness, I allow relaxation to occur. With deep awareness, I allow relaxation to occur. Wow, doing that just for a few minutes made me feel a little bit like, ooh. Okay, y'all. So let's do our breath work. Get into your mudra that you selected. And this is going to be pretty quick, but I just wanted you guys to really get grounded and open for these messages, because I feel like the energy for this week is going to be very, very important for careers and home. I'm hearing career and home. So if those are places you need improvements or changes, that's what's going to be coming up. Mark my words. I don't even know, but that's what I'm feeling. So close your eyes and get into your hand mudra position. I can't because I have to lead. Ready? Sit comfortably. Doesn't matter how you're seated, as long as you're in contact with the ground beneath you. So take a deep breath in through your mouth. And breathe out. Take a deep breath in through your mouth, connecting to the energy of the earth, connecting to the energy of the air around you, connecting to the energy of fire. Exhale. Connecting to the energy of water, just letting things flow. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. The exhales should feel like a big release. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Feel yourself glowing up. Feel your energy increasing. Feel your peace of mind increasing. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, letting go of any worries, any stress, any grief, any sadness, any anger. I hope I didn't leave you guys holding your breath too long. Sometimes I forget to say exhale. Let's take one more deep breath in. Filling up with the light and the love of your ancestral team, always with you, and breathe out. Relaxing from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Okay, slowly open your eyes, stretch, whatever you have to do. We weren't still for that long, so you shouldn't need to stretch. But if you do, go on. And before we jump into this session today, let me stretch. I hope I got it set up so I can't see my ashy feet. Can you see them down here at the bottom? You can see them a little bit. Anyway, you can stick with your number or you can switch it. But I'm going to give you each a personal spirit message according to the number you choose, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, that was too much, but I guess those are the answers. Okay. If you are a number 1, your spirit message says you need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You're not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. That is the message for my 1s. 2s, if you were drawn to the number 2, your message says, make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth. Even when others don't, you are not what people think of you. It's a lot so far with concerns with what public opinion is of us. Yeah, so pretty much advising not to concern yourselves with that. All right, if you're drawn to the number 3, your message from Spirit says, have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep shining your light. And lastly, if you were drawn to 4, which I'm going to stay with 4, and the message says, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious. You are worthy. Woo, child, that was my message for last week. For what I went through last week, because I swear, we ain't even gonna get into that. I'll save that for a day when I'm gonna sit and share stories. But yes, I feel that message for this week. Okay. So now I'm going to give you your focus for the week, and then we will go through the day by day weekly vibe, the vibes for the week. And I'm going to leave it with the 4 different paths, but I'm going to give the straight up read with the weekly vibe. But for your focus for the week ahead, I will let you stick with your number, and that means you're going to get a second affirmation. So be ready to write it down. This is an affirmation you should use this week. The one with the mudra is the one you should use whenever you want to use that mudra or meditate or whatever. But this affirmation or power thought you're about to get, you should try to say it in the morning or say it every night. I'm mad my feet are showing up. What the hell? Okay. So if you're number 1, your focus this week will be on leadership. Maybe you need to step into a leadership position. Your keywords are originality, expectation, self-reliance, and elation. And your power thought is, I am happy with who I am. I am a winner. I'm happy with who I am. I am a winner. And expect to hear news that changes your life for the better this week. If you're drawn to 2, your focus this week will be on teaching. All right. And your keywords are gifts, wisdom, understanding, and visionary. Your power thought, my best strength is my thirst for knowledge. And today or this week, you're going to find the answer to something you've been searching for, something you wanted the answer to. You're going to learn. So I do feel like maybe my 2s, either you're going to end up teaching or you're going to end up being taught. Or you should think about ways that you can share your gifts or learn more about them this week. 3s, your focus this week is on communication. Okay, your keywords are adventure, growth, freedom, and innovation. Your power thought is, I am present to life because life is a present. I literally said this. Did I say this morning during the breath work? Just said this, I feel like today. All right, I am present to life because life is a present. And this week, expect a phone call or email, or some kind of wish of yours coming in. Something with your gifts are being recognized, but I also feel like you yourself may be wishing for something that is actually going to be answered by the universe this week. Something you really desire. But communication, speaking your truth, and listening very well are going to be your focus this week. They'll bring you adventure, growth, freedom, and innovation. And lastly, my 4s. Your focus this week will be on career. Yay! I was scared we were going to get love. I didn't want to focus on love. Career. So the keywords are ambition, drive, achievement, and dynamic confidence. Your power thought is, I always attract people who support and promote me. I always attract people who support and promote me. And this week, you have more power and influence than you know. All right. So a thrilling week is ahead for you. You're going to see how much power and influence you have in your career, in your line of work this week. All right, bottom of the deck for everybody is home. We've been getting told to focus on home for like the last 50 weeks. So everybody, there's something with home that needs to be focused on this week. Either moving, rearranging your home, refurnishing, redecorating, cleaning out, whatever it is, home this week. Okay, practicality, challenge, power, and foundation. And power thought, my home is my sanctuary. I am safe. You should be able to say that about your home. Okay. If you can't say that right now, that's what you need to be working on this week. Being able to say, my home is my sanctuary. I am safe. All right. And this week, buy something to like decorate your home or just for yourself to boost your energy because you deserve it. Right under home is creativity. It flashed for me. So for some of you, the focus may also be on your creativity, getting your creative works out and things like that. Now let's move into the energy for the week. day by day energy for the week. And I'm making a mess here, but I'll clean it later. Sip of my coffee. Okay. Let's go through the day by day. I'm using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot for the day by day vibe. And for clarity, I am using Light Shadow Tarot. Light Shadow Tarot is sometimes it's like someone talking to you rather than the actual tarot cards. I usually use this deck if you want to know what someone's thinking, what someone wants to say to you and they're unable to communicate. But I'm going to use this as a form of communication between myself and spirit for clarity. All righty. So I always start with Saturday, even though we are in, I end with Saturday as well. As I always tell everyone, there is a chance that you can, or we as a collective can change the energy before the previous Saturday comes. So, before the next Saturday comes. So I always start again with Saturday to see if the vibe changed. All right. I almost moved my table. Y'all gonna see my feet again. This is close enough. I'm good. All right. So, no, I'm not. I'm gonna scoot up. Oh, don't look under my dress. There we go. That's better. All right. Because I don't want to be stretching all hard to reach y'all so y'all can see these cards. Let me just get my legs off my cold floor. All right. So the vibe for today. No, not yet cards. We have Temperance. Not a bad vibe. Focus on getting your life in balance today. The energy today is good for balance, for starting a workout plan, but learning how to balance working out with just having fun, or learning how to balance work with play, or not overindulging in stuff. If you have any addictions, this is the energy for today is good for you to work on stopping them. Okay. This is a good day for bringing your life into balance, bringing your energy into balance. All right. So if you had felt just like kind of thrown off by last week, today is your chance to regroup, to do as much breath work as you can. Yoga, if you do that. I don't really do yoga, but if that's your thing, do that. If you stretch. If you get on a treadmill and you just work out, if something that shifts you into feeling more grounded and mentally sound. And clarity, well, that flipped, is the Page of Wands. And the message says, I am new to the spiritual journey, but I am willing to try and see what I can learn as long as I have you by my side. So this is, for some of you, this could represent a person that is coming in. Could be a student. Maybe some of you are meant to teach somebody or help someone get their energy balanced and into alignment. For others of you, this is your inner voice. Maybe you're just starting this spiritual journey of getting your energy into balance. Maybe you're still learning about the chakras. But I feel like there's a teacher that is going to show up. Maybe that teacher's me. I got a workshop starting soon. Okay. But there's something about either you being special for somebody along their spiritual journey or someone showing up that's going to be that for you. Okay, I see them coming with an opportunity either to join a workshop or to lead a workshop of some kind. All right, let's go into tomorrow. So today's vibe is pretty chill. Temperance is a chill vibe when it's upright. It means, just balance, harmony. Maybe everything's just going to flow and go good. And you need to make sure your energy matches that. I'm hearing loud for today. Your energy is everything. So if your energy feels frazzled today, you're going to have a frazzling day. If your energy feels like, then that's what you're going to experience. Okay. All right. Because what we're learning this week is to control what we can control. What we can control is our own energy. Okay. Tomorrow, Sunday's vibe. We have the Seven of Swords. So tomorrow's energy has us kind of tempted either to do something in silence, like behind the scenes, or you can be tempted to go towards something that's hidden. I don't know how to break that down. I'm gonna try. All right. So with the Seven of Swords being the vibe for Sunday, that means the energy is good for either catching people being sneaky or for you to do stuff that you don't want everybody seeing. And that's not me encouraging people to do nothing, negative. I mean, like, for example, if your focus this week is career, then Sunday is not a good day for you to be on social media saying, hey, I'm about to be doing this. Because what that's going to do is it could possibly cause those who cannot do it to be jealous. I'm looking at this cell and it makes me feel like you got free from something that other people couldn't get free from. So you could have jealousy. I'm also hearing the vibe for Sunday is if you're doing anything in the dark that's negative, it's going to come to light. So you should express it. And then for others of you, I'm really hearing big time. It's a good vibe for doing work on the low. Stuff you have to do that you don't want everybody in your business. You don't want anybody interfering. Let me get clarity for Sunday. And Sunday's the Ace of Cups. So some of you may be dealing with love or a relationship. So if there's been any sneaking around, it's going to come out. If you want to explore, you need to voice that. It's like Sunday's vibe is a good day for either being on the low, doing your thing, a good thing, or for letting out things that were done, with not the best intentions on the low. It says, I feel so much unconditional love for you, the kind where I want you to be happy, even if I'm not there with you. So this has a lot to do with don't get caught up in anything on Sunday because you want love. Okay. Don't let yourself get caught up in anything because you think it's going to be a fresh start at love. What? Let me get my glasses up. 3 spoke to me. Oh, yep. Yeah. And I was thinking that with the creatives, especially with the Seven of Swords, like I really feel like it's a need to do some work on the low tomorrow. Don't put it out there. Don't put anything out there till it's ready. Whatever it is, it's something you really love. All right. And this has a lot to do with love. So if you either got to work on something you really love and you just can't put it out there yet, do that tomorrow. If there's someone you really love, you're starting a fresh new relationship with, get everything out. All right. Put everything on the table. Vibe for Monday. Page of Wands. Wow, we have the Page of Wands today as well, but this is the main energy for Monday. So there's a person showing up, or this is you. All right, there's an opportunity. The energy for Monday is there's an opportunity to climb higher at something you want, a goal, like get closer to it. I see either someone coming at you with an opportunity that brings you closer to something you're very passionate about, or it's a good energy for tackling things that you're passionate about, speaking on them, sharing them. Monday, you can come back out. Sunday, for whatever reason, it's like retreat, and then Monday, it's like I'm back in my energy. The energy for Monday feels high energy. You're going to want to do things. And I say for some of you, if you're not busy, get out into nature on Monday. It's going to be a good day to get out into nature. Clarifying Monday, we have the Strength card. I'm learning how to control my life from within and not with external acts and forces. I feel this is the only way I can be your match. Remember, I told you that this is like messages from whoever you thinking of. So I'm not using it for that. So I literally was just talking about this week's going to be about controlling what you can and what you can't. So Monday, you're pretty much going to be in the energy of being courageous, going towards things that call to you even if you feel like you're not sure. It's like you're being pushed to release some control and to only control yourself, the things that you do and go after. All right. I do see a lot of courage and strength coming and being a good, why am I stuttering? I see strength and courage being the energy for Monday. All right. So you may do something that you're afraid of. You may be invited to do something you're scared of. Somebody may come towards you that it takes a lot of courage for them to do. Either way, there's some kind of growth that takes place Monday. Tuesday's vibe. Tuesday, we got the Queen of Swords. Ooh, we standing on business on Tuesday. So Tuesday's vibe is just being in your energy of the truth. I see for Tuesday, the energy is good if you need to let somebody know what it's going to be and what it is. If you have to cut people off, if you have to stand on business, like this is what it is, these are the rules, this is my workplace. It's like it's going to be a good vibe day for speaking your truth and setting your boundaries. All right. Some people might feel like the energy has them feeling aggressive. But with the Queen of Swords, it's not that it's aggressive. And she was upright. She's not reversed. It's just that she's going to be honest about her truth. She's going to be honest about what she's willing to tolerate and what she's not. And that's just it. And a lot of times people feel like the Queen of Swords energy is like a bitch, but it's not. She's actually a very funny and humorous person. She's just guarded because she don't take no BS. So clarity for that day, which means your vibe is probably going to be, I'm not here for the BS. Don't waste my time. It's the vibe I'm getting for Tuesday. 4 of Pentacles makes sense. I don't like to share myself with others. I also hold on to things in relationships that do not serve me because I hate losing. That's not your message. I'm just reading what the card says. Okay. So Tuesday is the 4 of Pentacles. It's going to be about holding on to things you value. And you're either going to be getting to a point Tuesday where you're going to have to decide if there's something worth holding on to that you value, or if you need to set boundaries with it because it does not serve you anymore. So I do see a huge energy around holding on to the things and people you value and cutting people off and setting your boundaries on Tuesday. Wednesday's vibe. Wednesday, we got the Knight of Cups. So are you cutting off or getting live with somebody that loves you? I don't know. Knight of Cups energy. Somebody coming forward with some love. Now, for some of you, this could be an invitation to go out with some friends that could come in. I'm really seeing somebody coming towards you, professing feelings. So when you get a Knight of Cups, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic love, even though 99% of the time it is. But it can also just represent your energy. You might be in a vibe where you feel like expressing how you feel and showing your love to people, maybe taking somebody out, treating somebody to a meal, things like that. But I do see it a high vibe day for expressions of love to come towards you as well. All right. More clarity is the moon. All right. The moon could cause you to think about the worst case scenarios, but you have to know that most are illusions, even though they may feel real. The moon has a lot to do with illusions, emotions that are beneath the surface, and intuition, inner knowing. And I do feel like with this Knight of Cups here, they're not really, the guides aren't really trying to explain what that exact scenario is going to be, but they are letting you know that you need to have a positive mindset when whatever this is comes in. So Wednesday, maintain a positive mindset. Check in with your intuition. Follow that inner compass. Okay. Do not think worst case scenario. All right. Know that some of the things you feel, you're conjuring off of past experiences and not basing off of reality and the present. And on Wednesday, it's going to be very important that you release some childhood wounds that could block whatever this love energy is that wants to come in. And this could be coming from somebody who, like I said, intimately and romantically loves you, or it could just be you wanting to be in this energy of sharing and expressing love with people. You can't start to think like, if I do that, they're going to take advantage of me and they're going to use me. They're going to this. Wednesday, positive mindset. Expect the unexpected, I'm hearing as well. So surprises coming in Wednesday. Thursday's vibe. Thursday's vibe is the Eight of Cups. What happens on Wednesday that makes a possible ending occur? So on Thursday, you may be thinking about walking away from something. If you are, the vibe is good. Okay. On Thursday, it's a good vibration for leaving the past behind, walking away from something that no longer serves a positive purpose in your life. That could also mean you might be in a vibration for somebody to decide they want to walk away. Whatever the case may be, Eight of Cups means an ending to something that you're emotionally connected to and attached to. And you might still have feelings there, but it's the end of the line, end of the road. You have to go towards what's better for you. And I do feel like there can be some anger and resentment behind partings that happen on I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Somebody's trying to get in, so I got to lock the wheels to my screen. Okay. I do feel like there may be some animosity from whoever you're walking away from, or if someone walks away from you, it could be some funny energy there. Let me get clarity. King of Cups. I feel grounded in my emotions and I want to hold you. I'm not letting other things or people bring us down. I'm here for you. So it does feel like there is some kind of ending that does bring some emotional turmoil. You may have to see, I don't want to predict. I'm really just reading the energy. The energy for that day is endings. A possible relationship breakup or end can occur. But I do feel like it's an emotional attachment that's going to be broken. And I feel like you're going to be grounded emotionally. Like the choice you make that day on Thursday, you're going to feel grounded in it. Okay. And though I do feel like whatever's being left behind, even if it's not an actual relationship and it's a place, it could be a place that you live for a very long time that you finally confirmed, I'm leaving. You're going to feel good about it. Even if it's like a lease issue you have to break, or, you're broke now trying to put a deposit on a house. It's something that's going to be good for you emotionally, whatever this is. It's going to bring a lightness, like you're going to feel like, when you finally have this ending. All right. Friday's vibe. We have the Magician. We're back to manifesting on Friday. All right. And I do feel on Friday, for those that are creative artists, there's something that you might have been manifesting that I do feel like you're going to see it or get a glimpse of it coming in on Friday. All right. Friday is good vibes for manifesting. So if there's anything you want to bring into fruition that's been dragging its ass along, Friday's a good day to meditate on it or take a step towards it. Okay. And we have Three of Pentacles, which is a lot about recognition and collaborations. So Friday, you could get an invite to collaborate with people, or you might have your talents recognized where somebody just is like, yo, what you do, you're really great at it. I want to include you in my projects. I want to collaborate with you in a financial way. I can see us as a power couple. I really see some kind of invite to do a project, or some kind of project taking off, or some kind of partnership taking off. But it's a good day if you're thinking about collaborating with anybody or starting a project that involves working with others. Start that on Friday. Okay. And lastly, that brings me to next Saturday's vibe. What's at the bottom? Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. So this is a week of being a boss. This is a week of being in control of what you can control, leading, where you can lead. And for some of you, it might involve an emperor. Maybe this week is going to be focused a lot on a masculine in your life that is a father figure or a boss that you work for or something like that. Okay. Yeah. Page of Swords, Three of Wands, Ace of Wands. This could be somebody you work with, or it could be a relationship. I see Two of Cups that you're going to be focusing on this week. But opportunities you've been waiting for are coming in, and I do see some kind of celebrating by the end of this week and an end to boredom. I keep hearing like boring, and I feel like this week is going to end that. So next Saturday, we got the Fool. Time to take a leap. Some of you may be literally traveling or moving somewhere by next Saturday, or rushing back somewhere so that you could go somewhere else. But it's all about taking a chance. Next Saturday, the energy is good for taking a leap at something that you would normally be afraid to do. Not a naive leap, not something you haven't planned, not something that you're not prepared for, but a leap of faith, knowing you're ready for something and trusting that you're going to be carried through. All right. That's what the Fool card is about. And for clarity, with the Ace of Pentacles, there's some kind of new money coming in. Maybe this opportunity or whatever you're asked to take a leap at is going to increase your finances in some way. It says, I feel so rich for knowing true love. I now see how easy it is to create wealth when you know someone like you. So I do see ways to create wealth coming in on Saturday. Maybe opportunity is going to come in that's going to make you say, let me take a jump at that. All right. Take a leap towards it. Why am I getting a call that says potential spam? Okay, went away. So with that coming through, it just made me feel like next Saturday, be clear of what's real and what's not. Don't get dragged into something that's not real. And that could be relationship wise. Maybe somebody's stringing you along for this Ace of Pentacles, for this money. Maybe somebody has you working for them and they're not paying you as much. Maybe you're moving towards or rushing towards somebody where they're planning on milking you for your money. Just be cautious in that sense, okay? But the energy is saying take a leap. Whatever this leap is, it's going to open up some new finances for you. And that is the vibe for the week, the energy read for the week. I hope that you guys are able to come back and get some notes. I come back every week, all through the week, trying to figure out, is this on right? Is this happening right? Is this a good vibe to do this or not? So you can always come back. I'm going to try to upload the breathwork session to the channel as well, so that you can go into the meditations playlist and find it there as well this week. But yeah, guys, this is the vibe for the week. I don't see any VIP in my comments, but I will pull a card for Late Night, Melon Trend, and Diane Hextall, since those are the three names that I saw. All righty. Let's see. I'm going to put these back in. If anybody is a VIP that actually sent a payment of $10 donation in, you have to put that in the comments. I also just take donations. Feel free, Cash App $10. Help a sister out. Okay. Yeah, help me buy some lunch after this. All right. I'm a mess. All right, we're going to start with Melon Trend. I see you at the bottom. Let's pull a card. See, this is going to be what you need to know for this oncoming week. Okay, one more time. Let's shuffle for Melon Trend. Okay, this wants to come out. Okay, Melon Trend, you have the High Priestess coming through for this week. So far, that kind of doesn't say much. It's just saying your intuition. Listen to your intuition this week. I'll get you another card. We have the Lovers. I know you're like, oh my God. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. So this week you might be dealing with someone who is in and out your life. Um, with the lovers, it's somebody that at some point maybe you felt like this with them, like they were your soulmate, your counterpart, your other half. And then you had to make a choice as to whether or not dealing with them or keeping them in your energy was good or not. This person feels like they're returning. It's a Knight of Wands. It's a masculine energy, or at least they consider themselves a masculine. And it's an energy of somebody who is like passionate about something, and they come in hot and ready, and yeah, they're excited, and then sometimes they fade out and then they come back in. This person's coming in again. It feels like you intuitively know who they are. Maybe they've done it before, but expect them to show up this week. That's what they're letting you know, and then you can decide if you're going to let them back into your energy or not. All righty, put these back in. Next, I'm gonna pull a card for late night. I always say a card. That's why I'm like, when people be giving donations, they gotta realize I'll be giving in-depth personal reads for these little $8 and $10 donations. So y'all need to get them donations in, because you could get yourself almost a full read for a little bit of money. And y'all see my regular prices, y'all should jump on these. Okay. Of course, if you're watching this and I'm not live, don't do that. It'll just get put to next week. Alrighty. Late night. This week we have the Two of Pentacles. What are you juggling? You have the Sun. I don't know. I'm just do 3 for everybody since I did 3 for Melon. And the Knight of Swords. Oh, y'all got these people that are coming in towards y'all. All right. So with the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords, this might not be someone coming towards you, might be you going the other way. With the Two of Pentacles, you're juggling. You feel like you're juggling something, and you're not really happy about it. It's like you're doing something, but you'd rather be doing something else. And this card has made me feel like this person would rather be serving the cake and not freaking cooking. And they feel like they're doing both jobs. Like the cook is in this. They're yelling at the person that's supposed to be cooking. So this week, you might have a moment where you feel like you got too much on your plate, or like you need some extra help. Like, hey, I'm juggling this, which I really want to do. Somebody needs to be taking care of this. Or it could also have something to do with just your career, period. Like you're feeling like this. I want to do this, but I'm doing this, but it's not what I want to do. Some of this week, you're going to want to go towards what makes you happy, the Sun. All right. And the Knight of Swords is here. Either somebody is going to come towards you with an offer that matches your truth of what it is you really want to do, or you're going to take action. With the Knight of Swords is fast. So that's some kind of quick communication that's coming in this week that looks like it's going to make you happy. All right. It's going to bring some sun into your life. It's going to make you happy. It takes you from yelling here, like, why am I doing it? I'm doing this, to feeling happy, light, and playful. I'm also hearing this week recommended time for play, to just have fun, not so much like in the work energy. Okay. When you get into an energy of play and fun, it's going to attract in more of that. But when you stay in an energy of struggle and strife, you're going to attract in more of that. Okay. All righty. You are welcome, Melantrin. Blessings. All right. And Diane Hextall, are you still here? I will pull your cards. You'll see it eventually. I know you just be clicking in and doing your thing. Well, dang. Okay. These cards wanted to be on top. So, no, that was from the previous read. That's why they fell out. Let me reshuffle. Even though it does look like some fast movement for you, I saw the Knight of Swords show up for you as well. I don't know if you're going to be like feeling like communicating your truth this week, or you're just going to be moving this week. Okay. All right, let me see. What's the vibe this week for her? You have the Six of Swords. You are leaving something this week, walking away from something and headed towards something that is better for you. Okay. I'm glad that resonated with you, Lay. I'm at my comments are coming up in slow motion. Appreciate you too. So, Miss Diane Hexall, you have Six of Swords. You this week, you're gonna be leaving something behind. I don't know if you're gonna be moving or traveling, whatever. Six of Swords, you're leaving something this week. You're walking away from something. The High Priestess is here and the Ace of Cups. Wow. So you're walking away from something this week, or they're at least pushing you to follow your intuition. With High Priestess here, your intuition has been telling you need to leave something behind for a while and you're not doing it. So they're saying, listen to your intuition, because when you do that, Ace of Cups, it'll be a whole new love. You'll be in love with wherever you go or whatever you choose to do. It'll feel like, you're floating on a cloud. It'll feel like luxury. It just feels like that. And you'll be having a fresh new start with it being an ace. A fresh new start at something you're going to love, or around people you're going to love, or doing something you love. But you have to listen to your intuition. That's your guidance this week. It's going to show you when you need to walk away or leave something behind. Yeah. That's what I got for you. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Wait, what? Oh, Ashe. I thought you said ask. I was like, ask what? Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe. Oh. All right, y'all. That's y'all messages for this week. I'm sending y'all light in love on your journeys. Yeah. And sign up for my workshop. You're going to start to see the advertisements going up everywhere on Monday, because I'm still working out the plan for it, but it's most likely going to be a 5-month workshop. It's called Heart Work, because I've been saying this like all my readings, because it takes heart work to heal. I also got this one too. Heart work. Heart work. Heart. I know I. Boom, boom. No, boom, boom. Don't work either. Well, damn, y'all get the point. Join my workshop, Heart Work, 5-month program. This program is meant to bring you into alignment with your destiny, your fate, your goals, your dreams. And what we do is we take a journey through the shadow. We walk through the shadow. We do our healing work. And then once we are all cleared and cleansed and focused, we start to do the work necessary to manifest what we want. And in this specific journey, it's going to be a lot of Akashic Records readings, because we are tired of not knowing what direction to go in, especially all of us who have multi-talents. If you're multi-talented, this workshop is for you, because it will show you where to focus first, so that you don't feel like you're scattered all over the place trying to do 100 different things. Okay. I think that's about it. All right, guys. Send y'all light and love again. Peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. And I hope that this was not too choppy. I hope that you all are caught up, because if you rewinded this in any way, it's probably going to look like I click off in the middle of it. But that's because this is alive, and you can always wait for it to finish uploading to finish watching. And on that note, do one more double check. I hate being this damn close. All right, we good. All right, guys. Love y'all. Bye.